Well, here I am on Friday night, June 25th, 2021. Yes, 9:45 p.m. This is me making a video after all the chaotic episodes that I have endured. Okay, I was just thinking to myself, who am I now? What am I going to be doing, know, throughout the remainder of this month? What am I going to be doing? Okay. What I was doing today was I was, studying the tarot card, terminologies and things of that sort. And that's where I'm headed now. With doing encouragement tarot card readings. I wanted to find my own niche when it came to tarot cards. No, I am not knowledgeable when it comes to actually, reading what the card actually means. No, I have not progressed to that level yet, but I know I will be getting there. Now, with that said, I was just sitting here thinking about for the last past, I want to say 3 weeks, it's been oh so dark for me. Yeah, it's been dark. And when I say dark, it's been so dark because I have been in this place of oblivious. Yes, I have. Because, normally what I would do is I would, plan out my day and, go from there. But since all those, I say, death moments, meaning all those things that I have to put behind me had been occurring, it really changed my mood, my mindset. It altered my perception of my reality, which I tell myself, so you're telling me Mystic Lady Z, she allows things that is external to alter her perception? No, she doesn't do that. But the thing is, it's like I'm slowly but surely finding my way back on my path. I try to make sense of everything that's been happening in this month in my life. And what I've came up with, because I've also been journaling, is that however my higher self, my divine higher self saw fit for me to get back focused and truly genuine with myself, I had to go through a series of events. Now, when I analyze things about my life, it be so um it be so far fetched from the normal, because I know dealing with this physical reality, we also are dealing with the spiritual world also. So I just cannot look at the physicality of things and be like, oh, okay, I know what's happening. No, I have to go within myself, and I have to be honest with myself, and I have to really look at things for what my energy has been, you know, emitting out for me to receive and experience. Because whenever I lose myself or when I deny who I am, my energy is going to come and see about that. And when my energy comes and forces me to look at things that I willingly ignored, then there is going to be a lot of painful situations coming before me. You know, a lot of people do things to soothe, you know, the crowd, the audience. But the reason why I do things is to have a better understanding with my spiritual self. And it seems very selfish of me, but that's the only way that I know how to interpret my reality. You know, I do research and I do analyze the things that come across for me to, you know, do more critical thinking of. And when I do those things, I cannot see myself doing things for the crowd or for the purpose of entertainment. And no, I don't take things very seriously, but when it comes to my reality, when it comes to my energy, when it comes to me living my best life, that's very, very important to me. No, I do not get, you know, a lot of feedback from my reality because it's like where your reality is not relatable to the next person because it's like I don't understand it. Well, where did you get that from? When I do research and like I said, I do analyze it, I put in my own theory about whatever it is that I understand about it. And that's what makes it so complex because it's like, well, I can't reference that with somebody else's material, whatever it may be, because it's like that's how the mind conceives things, you know, it processes things because it has to have something else to, you know, compare it with. But when it comes to me, you know, I don't affiliate myself with a lot of external energy. So that's how I'm like I am. And with anything that's new, you know, it takes time to, you know, become very in tune with it because it's like where I don't know how to receive it. And it's okay. My thing is long as I understand me, long as I am genuine to me, then that's what all I'm doing is all about, you know? And if somebody else can resonate with that, that is just great as well. But the moral to the story is, like I was saying about my energy, excuse me, is that this month, June, which is the 6th month, which is also I can't go in depth about the energies of June, but I'm quite sure that it has a backstory or whatever. But I don't know the backstory of the month of June. But what I can say about the month of June that it has been a fiery month. It has. It has been removing. It has been, you know, bringing up a lot of buried emotions that I've had in me that I thought that I've dealt with. And that happens when you become entwined with energies that are not on your frequency wavelength. That does happen. You know, I find myself getting caught up in so many low frequencies to the point that I start accepting because I do get, I ain't gonna say bored, but I do get a little frustrated, a whole lot frustrated with how I just feel like me doing this spiritual journey alone, it becomes overwhelming because I'm like, okay, this is my fun. This is my fun. This is my lifestyle. This me understanding me. This is just my purpose. That's what I know my purpose is because I'm the one that has been in my life and the one that needed to understand why things were happening the way they were happening. And I'm the only one that can stay the course to progress myself further into my next level, you know, into into that space that I know that I would be more comfortable in and that I could be more authentic in because the more I deny myself, the more that I'm going to attract more of that energy for me to look at and say, okay, enough is enough. Let's just get back on track. Let's just get more creative. Let's just be more honest about whatever it is that you are wanting, about whatever it is that you need more clarity about, and use your discernment to get those answers to the next stage. I look at a lot of my content and I be like, wow, you know, where are you trying to take the people? But it's that's the thing. You know, I want an audience. I want subscribers. I want a following. But it's like nobody is on my frequency wavelength due to me not using certain ideologies that are more susceptible susceptible to the mainstream or the traditional terminology of spirituality. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So with me saying that, this month was the month that said, okay, we're gonna whoop your ass. We're gonna get you to pay attention to whatever it is that you seem to be fucking ignoring. And I understand it so clearly now. I do. I understand it. But the thing is, I try to come up with these victim scenarios that I could like say, well, none of this was not my fault. None of this was nothing that was caused by me. When in reality, me looking at it in a human perspective, nothing was caused by me, but everything was caused by me due to the fact that I am aware. I'm aware that my internal reality reflects on my mentality. And in the physical world, the mentality is the one that is constructing your physical world. So it all coincides together. So I cannot sit here and say that, oh no, you know, all the happenings that has happened were completely caused due to an external low frequency. I cannot say that. I can just look at it and receive the messages that were clearly given to me to make adjustments to, due to me staying true to myself. I know the way I said all this, it seems so complex, but it's not. It's just the way that I'm trying to present it. I'm really digging deep, and this is not scripted. And me, when I do a lot of stuff, it's already written down, and I already know which way I'm gonna go with this. But now it's like, this is not scripted. So this is why I sound like this. This is why everything is coming out the way it is. Because when it comes to me and me really, really buckling down and getting to the top of things, then I can only present it the way I know how, even if it's not understood by you know the next person. But what I can say is that every moment that I stay my course, things will begin to you know open up in a more successful and productive, creative, and more synchronized way. That's what I know. Yeah, because my life is being is being created with each thought, with each emotion, with each clarity moment that I have. So what I'm trying to say is that me allowing myself to feel like I have been defeated, that that's the distorted vision. I have not been defeated because, like I said, this is a death. This is the ending of a chapter and the beginning of something new, something brilliant, something very soothing to my soul. This is what this is. And I can't look at it as nothing else because there's nothing else going on but my energy. That's it. And I know, each day brings along its own problems and solutions. And I'm prepared for, whatever else is to come. I am so prepared for it. Because if I allow myself to feel like I have been defeated, then I'm only going to attract more of those same situations that are going to show up as me being defeated already. When it comes to my wisdom, my intuition, my strength, my knowingness, it don't supposed to look like anybody else's. I'm only speaking from my experience, from the things that I've overcome, from the things that I know that has happened in my life that is very unexplainable to an outsider that is not spiritual, that is not in tune or connected to their soul power. That's what I'm gonna call it, soul power. And when you are connected to your soul power, it ain't too much that can get to you. Yeah, things happen, but you look at it, you observe it, and you analyze it, and you like, okay, I know what I can do, better the next time. I know how I can handle any situation that shows up, such as that one. And even if it doesn't show up on that same frequency as that frequency, but on a higher level of some type of painful or, I'm gonna say, well, yeah, I am a difficult situation that you feel like it cannot be solved, then that's when I have to look at it a little more deeper. You know? Yeah. Everything has been so textbook, so traditional. So, it has to be so mainstream, so mundane, so, so relatable. But where's the uniqueness in being relatable? Where's the uniqueness in everything is just, oh, okay, I get it. Why cannot be any, I ain't gonna say complex, but it has to be something that will make you look at it and have to really look at it and ponder upon it. Because that's what people be wanting, things that they can look at it and say, oh, I know what that is. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I understand. No. Some things you do have to sit there and really ponder upon. You know, sit on it and really look at it, you know, so you can really get that deeper understanding of what is really being shown. Huh. But anywho, I'm about to wrap this up because I just had to get that out of me because I'm like, well, where am I headed? Who am I now? What is about to take place in my life due to the energy that I am emitting right now? I do not have that fearful spirit, that fearful energy floating within my energy atmosphere because I know that that wouldn't be best for my mental. I look at things and I say, okay, let's battle. Let's do this. Even if I might be a little fearful. I'm gonna just say it like that. Even if I might be a little fearful, I still I'm gonna jump in it and see what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna strategize and get some things lined up for me to better prepare myself for whatever may come. That's just a part of who I am. I've taught myself to, anticipate certain things, to be ahead of certain things because when you're not prepared and you put yourself in the battlefield, then you're going to be defeated. You're going to feel weak. You're going to look at yourself as the victim when a victim is only an illusion. Everything is created based upon the mind. What the mind knows. What has it experienced to keep replaying in your head? What has it keep experienced for you to be like, okay, I'm going to take a different route now. I'm going to look at this thing and I'm going to take a different approach than what I've been normally doing. That's what it's all about. You create characters within your life based upon what your intentions are within that moment. The moment is all we have. The moment. And if you want to go to another moment, all you got to remember is the moments prior to that or moments that you would like to experience to remove yourself from that present moment, which will take you to the future moment because it hasn't happened. And this is why emotions are very important when you are stating your intentions because your intentions are creating your reality. The majority of people, they don't have any intentions. They don't have any goals. They don't have any purpose. They're not on a mission. They don't even know who they are. They're just going through the motion of the frequencies that are surrounding them. That's what they are doing. And I know I was once there. I have got myself entrapped in things that I'm like, okay, this is not me, but I'm gonna go forward with it just to see how this plays out. Which is that is very, very unwise to do when you know that you are the sole creator of each and every moment due to those stories that you're telling yourself. And how long you gonna believe them? Whether they're the truth or a lie. Everything is dependent upon that individual. This whole construct has put a strong delusion amongst the masses of humanity, and it makes us look like we are, connected, which we are, because we're all souls and spirits. We are connected, but yet and still, we have to do things individually to really get a better understanding of our own mentality, of our own, how can I say this, life construct, energy construct that we are building for ourselves. Because that's what we're doing. We're building our reality based upon our perception of ourselves. And if we don't have any high morals, high principles about ourselves, then how in the hell do we expect to construct something better for ourselves? There's no way. We're going to keep repeating the same events, the same situations, and then blaming it on somebody else, which is not the truth. Either we learn or we don't learn. Either we want better for ourselves or we keep lying to ourselves and keep putting ourselves back in those chaotic moments. But anywho, like I said, June has been a very, very difficult month for me due to the fact that I wasn't unprepared, but I feel like in a way I got ambushed, but I got it all, straightened out. I got everything back. I ain't gonna say to its original state, but it's a progress when you know, go through things that were not anticipated. Let me just say it like that. Anywho, this has been a wonderful, wonderful talk for me and myself and I. And I think I'm about to wrap this up. I just wanted to really talk to myself because I'm like, okay, wow, 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 wow. You really, kept your composure after everything that has been thrown your way these last couple of weeks. You have really stand your ground, even though you got a little frustrated, even though you screamed, even though you cried, even though you didn't even know how you was gonna get yourself out of it, but you did. You did that, and all it took was you to be in silence and you to be authentic with yourself. And when you authentic with yourself, your energy is gonna take care of the rest, and that's how it works. This is why people be like witchcraft, magic, black magic, and things of that sort. Mm-mm. It's only something sinister or something, you know, evil when the next person has no idea of how you are continuing to stay strong and to continue to go about your day with a smile on your face, even though you have no idea how the outcome may appear. You have no idea. But anywho, this has been a wonderful talk. Like I said, I think for the last past 10 minutes now. But yeah, everything is gonna get brighter and brighter and brighter by the day. As long as I continue to be creative and stay the course and don't derail my own ass due to the fact that I'm caught up in somebody else's illusion. I'm too busy trying to create my own illusion because that's all this is a big ass illusion. Everything is forced upon us, and we have to just continue to run off that script. That's all we can do until the game is over. And the game is over when we take our last breath. That's when the game is over, when we take our last breath. So that's why each and every day I try to make the most of it. I don't try, I do make the most of it. Because this is my life. Regardless of what the next person says, of how I'm living my life. This is mine. This is mine. Ain't nobody shitting for me. Ain't nobody eating for me. Ain't nobody doing too much of shit for me. So how the fuck you gonna tell me how to live my life? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I hope each and every individual just think about it. What do you want? You know? How do you want to be perceived for the remainder of your life? It's just something to think about instead of just go with the motions of the external forces. Think about it. What do you want? it's something else I had to say, but I'm gonna say it real quick. It's this movie that I was watching, and I think where was the name? I wrote it down somewhere. The name of that movie was um the name of that movie. If only, man, I cried because the boyfriend he saw his girlfriend get killed in a car wreck after she just broke up with him because she said that she wanted his love, you know, genuine love from him. But the reason why I brought this up is because how that movie went. He got a second chance. He fell asleep reading her journal, and when he woke up that morning, she was laying beside him, alive. And everything that he felt like he didn't get a chance to do, he got a chance to do it. And how it ended was that he died in a car crash instead of her. Right. You know, it's just a lot of things that I observe and I pay attention to, and I just watch people just take life for granted. And I also do it at times because I be so overwhelmed with things that I'll be like, wow, why people can't see what I see. But it ain't for them to see what I see. It's not for people to see what I see. And if they do see that, that's a plus. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. But that movie, it touched my heart because it's just so much that we take for granted. It's so much. Yep. I'm trying to see what I did with it. I look, open it up only to close it up. Oh, here you go. But I said the name of that movie was If Only. You know what he said? If only he had that last chance to tell her how much he loved her. And he got that chance. He got that chance to tell her how much he loved her. He got that chance to spend one more moment with her. And he tried to tell her, but she didn't want to listen. Because a lot of things that we talk about, amongst others, it just seems so far fetched, so, out of this world that it's like, no, stop it, you're scaring me. But a lot of things are to awaken you and to pay attention to you. Because we give so much of our energy and our attention to other things, and, you know, we lose ourselves and we wonder why shit happens. And I'm going to leave on that. Y'all have a wonderful night. Life is for the one who creates, the one who knows how to love themselves no matter what. That's what life is about. Self-love and the love of others. They're who are willing to receive it and to give it back. Good night.